Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back. I got the water bobber build out here at the park pond. This is basically my second, possibly my third outing with the boat. It's a freshly built boat. So we're going to kind of run the boat today, tune the boat, see if we can try to get some better performance out of it. So stick around. Big B with Ironclad RC. Let's get to it, you guys. Let's get to it. Like I said, this is the water bobber by DYNIMITE. It's a 19 inches long, 8 inches wide, super wide. It's running an inline strut rudder combo. Okay, I'll explain to you what I've done to the boat since my last run in just a second. For those of you new to the channel, this is a 2958 3380 kV fly color 90 with a 3200 milliamp battery, 3S, and a full-size servo. We're going to run it on 4S here in just a few, okay? But this boat, it's a prototype, okay? I just found out, I'm actually the first person to ever build, test, and run this boat, possibly the second person, okay? So, you know, with a prototype style hull, there's going to be some ups and downs along the way, okay? You got to work out little kinks. You got to figure out what strut positions, what propellers, weight distribution, battery placement, everything. I mean, you know, motor choice, KV choice, ESC size, position. There's a lot to be taken into consideration when you're building a new boat, especially a hybrid like this. So the boat was actually sent to me with an inline rudder strut combo. Okay, I basically built the boat to spec, just how it was called for. The boat came with this strut right here. It's running a 4mm flex cable. If I can get it out. It came with this strut right here, and I've actually modified the leading edge on the strut right there, trying to get the strut as high as I could on the transom. Okay, you know, we initially thought that the stuffing tube needed to be really deep in the water. So I'm actually finding out the deeper the strut is in the water, the more the boat wants to chine walk at high speed. Okay, so so what I've done is I actually took a 4mm strut I've put on there. Okay, and I'm actually able to get the strut higher on the transom. Okay, so the boat settles down into the water more. Okay, with this strut right here, I could only get it up so high, okay, and then it would like hit right here on this leading edge, and I couldn't get it no higher. Okay, so I actually changed that out. I'm actually running it, it's actually higher than the keel. Okay, so what I've actually done to the keel had a little hook in it. It had like a little high spot in the keel right here. So I actually took a sanding block and sanded that keel flat, okay, like dead flat. All right, and my strut, I wish I had something flat to sit it on. My strut is actually about 2mm higher than the keel. I'm pushing it, and I've actually filed some of my bracket off so my propeller don't hit, you know, while it's spinning. Okay, it may vibrate or something, and I filed some of my bracket down so I can get more clearance. Okay, I can actually go up a little bit more. Okay, that's basically why I filed it flat. So we're going to try inline, neutral position, and then I'm going to actually angle it up, try some positive, and inline with some negative. Okay, basically filling the boat out. All right, I also took some of the rudder down. Okay, so I actually took some of the rudder down as well. The rudder was this long, okay, so I took that much off. All right, shortened the rudder up, and I might shorten it up a little bit more, but I want to see how she handles like it is. Okay, so and I actually changed I rounded the bottom of the strut a little bit, and I got a file with me. I may file some on the strut here in a minute. I could put trim tabs on this boat, but I really don't want to, so let's put it in the water. Let me quit jacking my jaws. All right, with a new strut position. I've actually got my battery pushed up farther than I had it yesterday as well. Oh, that's it. That's it. I got it. I got it figured out, okay? It was just the height on the strut position. No need to put a stinger on it. All right. Josh and I, Josh is the builder of the boat, the maker of the boat. He was thinking that we needed to put a stinger on the transom, okay? That would actually lift the drive line up, a surface drive, and settle the boat more in the water. But I don't think we need to, Josh. It looks good. Look at that. All right, she's not bobbing like she was yesterday. So the deeper you go with the strut on this boat, look at there. Okay, the deeper the strut goes, the higher up the boat's gonna wanna run in the water. The higher in the water it runs, the more it's gonna wanna bounce back and forth. Okay, when it bounces back and forth, yeah, that's it, man. I figured her out. No turn fin, no trim tab. Yeah, that's her, baby. That is her. It just takes a few runs, you know. When you're building an RC boat that's never been built before or never been done before, there's going to be some trial and error. Okay, you gotta work on it. It don't come overnight. Look at that, full trigger. Okay, that's night and day of what it was running yesterday. So I took the hook out the keel, lifted the strut up, and that did it. Look at there, All right, that's her, baby. Oh, I wish I would have put the GPS in it. You know, shortening up the rudder, lifting the strut, straightening out the hook and the keel. That did it, okay? She's stable now. Yeah, she just about flipped, but she's stable. Look at that. Look at that, huh? She don't bounce back and forth anymore, you guys. It just takes work, man. You got to put some thought into it, man. This shit don't come to you overnight. Excuse my language. And there, look at that, man. She's running good. When she hits a little wake, of course, she'll go wacky. Any boat will do that. Look at there. All right, no stinger needed. Okay, it was just the strut. The strut wasn't allowing us to get the drive line high enough. Okay. So I actually think this is perfect. Okay, let me show you what I got here. Maybe you guys can see it better now. All right, you see where I got the strut position? Right under the keel, okay? You know, we were thinking it might need to be set up like a monohull with a step, okay, with a stinger, but this is ideal. I think I figured her out, boys. I think I figured her out, all right? Shorten the rudder, neutral position, okay? Dang, I hate to even mess with it, man. I was thinking about putting some positive position on it, you know, and that would actually settle the stern in the water even more, get those two sponsons in the water so she's not teeter-totting. Okay, before with the lower stinger position, she was actually wanting to run up out of the water and it would teeter-tot. Any extra torque and you know, chine walk. You know, the higher the boat would go out the water, the more she wanted to chine walk. So we settled the ass end in, and she's running good. Okay, so let's run her some more. I'm about to put 4S in it. Okay, we're gonna put the GPS in it with 4S. All right, but yeah, man. You know, everybody was like, "Oh, it's bobbing. Do this, do that, do this, do that," and I had some great recommendations, and I appreciate you guys. You know, giving me ideas for the build. Thank you. You know, thank you. But you know, a maiden run is basically a shakedown on a boat. Look at that. Look at that, man. She's not bobbing back and forth anymore. Look at there. Okay, nowhere near as bad as it was yesterday. Way more stable. Look at that thing grip now. That's full beans, y'all. Full beans on 3S. Batteries positioned forward. So now I think I could put a bigger motor in it safely. Okay, that would actually get my CG forward in the boat. And yeah, she's stable. Okay, look at that. I didn't even ease on the throttle, man. I just gave her full beans and she took it. All right, look. Ooh! Night and day, boys, night and day. Well, that time she's a little wonky in those wakes. Oh, that's night and day, you guys. Is that a dead turtle right there? What is that? Oh, it's a bottle. Oh, prop a wheelie. Oh, she'll still prop wheelies with the new strut position. Let's prop a wheelie, baby. Come on. Oh! All right, now this boat's available, man. It's a handmade RC boat, so it's not, you know, exactly on the cheap side, but you're getting a quality boat. She's thick, she's light, and as you guys can see, she's stable. Okay, she's stable. On my maiden, I was having fun, man. I was pushing the boat to the limit. You know, I like to see what they'll do. I like to see what they'll do. I like to see where the boat's at. First run, you know, push the shit out of it. You know, watch it like an eel. I like to video well, obviously I like to video my boats running, but you know, it actually is a great tuning aid. When you video your boat, you can go back, look at the footage, and slow it down or speed it up, see what the boat's doing, okay? That's probably one of my best tuning aid tips I can give you, is video your boat, okay? When you're running your boat's running by, and you only get a split second to see what it's doing, okay? You video it, you got more time to look and assess the boat, you know, and try to figure out exactly which way you need to go, okay? Man, she's on point now, y'all. God almighty knows, got to be more careful, baby. Come on. Look at that, look. Ooh, that's that 3519 prop, okay? Full trigger, all right. 50 knots and no smoke, baby. I'm not even letting off of it, man. She is stable now. Look at that. I knew it would be a good running boat. The drive line just needed to be set up higher on the transom. I knew I could get this boat running, man. Everybody doubted Big B. Everybody doubted Big B. So just give Big B a few minutes, all right? Just like this little recoil, I just put turn fins on it, okay? And moved my trim tabs down lower and angled my trim tabs, okay? So I can get flow to my prop. Trim tabs were too far up on the transom, and they were basically only aiding the boat in a turn, okay? Now we can get some trim on the boat in a straight, all right? So let's check the temps, because I was running her like a scalded dog, okay? Oh, it's so good seeing a newly built boat come together and run good, run well. Okay, let's throw 4S on this bad boy, throw a GPS in it. I think we can get 50 with her now. 40 was yesterday, I got 40 with it, that's my best. 101 on the motor, 99 on the ESC. The temperatures are a little bit warmer today because there's more boat in the water, okay? But with this boat, you got a couple steps. You got this keel, okay? It reduces the ride, wetted surface. This thing ought to be blazing fast once she's turned right, okay? Y'all need to look into this boat now, all right? I'm gonna do all the hard work for you, okay? Like I said, it's a prototype. I'm gonna lay down all the groundwork, you guys. Y'all get this boat, you'll be happy with it. I'm telling you, man. It's probably one of my favorite boats I have like right now. Like one of my favorite boats, seriously. So let's put 4S on it. Let's put the 100C, 3200 milliamp 100C in and push this bad boy as far up as we can get it, okay? Like what I like to do with my wires, I'll twist them like this, okay? Like, you know, if I just plugged them in, it would be riding up on my servo. So I'll twist them, all right? And you can kind of position them when you twist it, all right, in the boat, okay? So let's throw the GPS in it. Yes, sir, buddy. Full trigger, 4S. Once you let off the trigger, you know, once you let off the trigger, she'll actually start bobbing back and forth. Well, any boat will do that. All right, so let's get us a pass in here. Nice. Oh, yes. Yes, sir, buddy. Oh, got on it too hard. So let's get us a full pass in. Man, she's running good. That's what this boat's supposed to run like right here. All right, this is what this boat was designed to run like, right here, okay? Oh man, so I'm gonna let these ripples cool down so I get us a nice clean pass in. Boat gang for life, baby. Boat gang for life. All right, speed run. Linear throttle. Getting away from me there. That battery got a little extra weight with that GPS in it. All right, let's try it again here. Linear throttle. I tried to get on it too hard. All right, linear throttle. Yes. That's got to be 50, you guys. That's got to be 50. Gee. Nice. Getting on it too hard. Man, that's night and day. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Oh man. The maiden was a little wonky. Okay, the maiden was a little bit wonky. Do a couple laps. A little wonky on the maiden, but that's to be expected with any boat. Every hole's different. You gotta learn how to tune them. You gotta learn what each hole likes and what it don't like. Turns good. God, be more careful. So I definitely think that extra weight from a larger motor would do this boat some good. The extra weight for sure. Up front, you know, I got a forward mounted motor and the extra weight up forward, it would help. All right, so let's give her a linear throttle here. Oh, got on it too hard. Hadn't flipped it yet, boys. Hadn't flipped her yet, and I'm giving her hell. Okay. Bob on this, baby. Bob on this. Linear throttle. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I let off the throttle, she wants to bounce a little bit. Other than that, she is on the money. All right, let's check the speed. That is a pretty boat in the water, you guys. She's a pretty boat in the water. Let's check the speed here. Oh, I'm excited about this. Let's see what she does here. I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna keep playing with it. You know, I got a couple more packs I'm gonna run through it. I just wanted to show you guys how the boat's running, you know, properly tuned. Well, almost properly tuned. It's 45. So we picked up 5 miles an hour from yesterday. Boom! 45, baby, 45. So, yeah, that's not bad. I'm gonna try to get 50 out of it, okay? Every every single boat hull, whether it's RC or 1-to-1, they have their limitations. Each hull will only go so freaking fast, okay? You know, you push the limits, you push the envelope, try to get every little ounce of speed out of them, performance you can, okay? I think this boat's got more in it, okay? This is only my second day running it. All right, 45 is not bad. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go, man. There's a link in the description for this badass little prototype boat. I freaking like it, okay? She's stable now. Newfound stability, come on. We'll see you guys next time. B for Boat Gang. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel.